from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
What's that?
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of a sack.
At the 26-yard line.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Goff. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
20.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The rookie from Texas looking sharp on that throw. He gets his guys a 1st down. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now they'll run on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
19-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Caught. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Lions at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Merlin, 120. Hey, let's go. Go, Brett.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And this one's incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams. 3rd down here. You look at this defense for the Vikings. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Cut. 180.
Out of the gun, Goff. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. He's got a first and maybe more. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 67 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. This 2nd and 4.
We go tonight. 14, black 20.
To throw is gone. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. And look at this defense for the Vikings. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
White 20.
Goff now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and a couple.
DC. Go, 12, let's go. White 20.
They'll try the air now with Goff. He's got right on the short throw. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Tonight. 180.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Super one. Ric Flair.
Here's Goff. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Gone. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the Vikings 7-yard line.
We go tonight. 180. Shell.
Here's Goff. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
Goff now looks to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
21, Lions 3. Will Riker the kickoff for the Vikings.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room. A little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Listen.
Goff now looking to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Like 20. Turbo set.
Now Goff going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff and look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now it's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will be brought down, but a first and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. They'll run with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it makes the score 21-10. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 60,
He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 72 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Goff. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Louis.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's going to be batted down. And they'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He sets to fire deep. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go. Ready?
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hey, kill!
Back to throw, Goff. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
From the gun, here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go, sack.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. They'll look to throw. That pass taken in by Addison. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 40. Give him 18 on the play.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
180.
Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it
picture for me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
We go tonight. 180. What's that?
Here's Goff. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his second touchdown of the night. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Lions, 19.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The city just made a sweep with the diabetic. They mouth you full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Welcome to Orleans with the etiquette and the yelling.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something they lose build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 42. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw again. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. The 20. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now the try here for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Vikings 42, Lions 19. Will Riker is the kickoff for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Goff. And he slings one that's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's got it to Williams. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
It's now 3rd down.
Super.
To throw is Goff. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
45-yard line.
Throwing again is Goff. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 10.
12. We go tonight. 180. Hey, Shell.
Goff now to throw. To the tight end, Laporta. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
That's good. For the Lions.
5.
1st down.
5.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To the air again. Goff. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. Now 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. Now Goff looking to change the play.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Powers past him at the 5. And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Black 20. Hey, kill. What's that?
Goff now looking to throw. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Lions get a bit closer. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're in control here as they start first and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Vikings, first down.
Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
19 yards. First down, Minnesota.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 8. Complete. Jefferson the target. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 19. A good pickup there of 22. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
This is caught. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth-quarter advantage. They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
4 now. White 20. What's that?
Now it's gone. And he's got his man on the out route. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Goff. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's Goff. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Again, Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that cuts this lead down to 13. 32. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And they take a knee. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over.
Here's 1st and 10.
Two, like 20.
Goff now looks to throw. This to Laporta, right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
17 yards. And the Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
Gone. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Goff throwing again. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Back to throw, Goff. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
180.
Here's Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage.
You heard about a man, the left